Last week, my tripod literally let me down. The camera, I didn't notice, cut my head off. I didn't want to remake the video because I just didn't have enough time, so I sent it out without a head. However, this week I got a better tripod. Everything's stable. So, we're going to talk this time about plane stops. A lot of benches have holes or vices which allow you to anchor your board firmly, but my bench, no dog holes on the top or on the apron and no vise. So I need to come up with a different solution. You cannot just take the board and clamp it to the edge, because if you do, then that part of the clamp is right in the way of your planing. So you might be able to plane part of it and then flip it around or something. This is not going to be good. Not going to work out. The solution is to get a bit of scrap. In this case, it's a piece of plywood. Put the plywood on your bench, whichever way. This edge not so straight, that edge straight, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you can put it flat on the bench, then you take your clamp and you clamp the board to the bench top. Now you can butt your board up against that, plane the board, and it will be stopped by this plane stop. And that's quite a lot of force that can withstand. More than you should be able to exert with planing. As your board gets wider though, the force exerted on the board or on your plane stop stick may be too much for the pivot point here, and it may start to pivot. If that's the case, you can just put a screw through your plane stop into the bench top, anchoring it in place. That way you've got an anchor here and an anchor here, impossible to pivot. And if you don't like the clamp in the way, then you can just use two screws. One here, one there. Screw that to your bench top. It's just going to leave a little screw hole. And you can always reuse that screw hole in the future and that plane stop. Just leave the screws in place in the board. And when you remove it, it will leave the holes. And when you bring it back, the holes will be in the same place. So very useful little tip for anchoring a board to your bench top without any kind of vise or dog holes. Hope that was helpful. See you next time.